Aseel, why do you have a fat face yet you're shredded? Motherfucking Pillsbury Doughboy up in here.
I haven't felt this good in a while.
Yo, what's going on everyone? Aseel Soueid here from Diabetic Aesthetics. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than usual. It's just going to be a sit down video where I just sit down, talk to you all, talk to the camera one-on-one about a certain topic, about a certain question that I get so much of. Guys, this is definitely the #1 question I get on my YouTube channel, especially from new subscribers. You know, I get new viewers, new subscribers daily. And remember guys, I have a lot of videos up on my YouTube channel. Just because maybe you might not see this question all the time on my current videos, I still get tons of comments on my other past videos, especially popular videos, ones with more views, and it's always the same question. Aseel, why do you have a fat face yet you're shredded? Like, why is your face so chubby? You have abs, you know, etc. I get this question all the time, and I was going to address this question and answer it in a Q&A video, right? In a questions and answers video that I plan on doing today, but I figured, you know what, this deserves its own video, because otherwise, like, the Q&A video would just take way too long. And hopefully this video, I'm gonna provide you all with some valuable content that's gonna help a lot of you out there that may not be facing the same exact issue as me, because it is pretty rare. Not everybody, you know, goes through the same thing, but you most likely may be facing something extremely similar, just in different circumstances. So hold up, just stick with the video, you know, give it a like, give it a share if you do enjoy it and find a lot of helpful information from it, and we'll get to that. But anyways, why is my face so fat yet I'm shredded, yet I have six-pack abs, you know, even at a low body fat percentage? So I'm sure a lot of you returning viewers already know this. I describe this in my vlogs a lot, but just to mention it again, I hold most of my body fat in my face. Firstly, that is where, like, all of my fat, it is like the first place where I store my body fat. My face and my arms. All right, so that is why you don't see my arms all the time, just like road maps everywhere, even though I can have abs, like literally a full-blown six-pack, you know, flat stomach, everything, yet I, you know, even like my chest, right, super ripped, yet my face is still a little chubby. My arms aren't always like having veins running down them. That's because these two areas are where my own personal body composition, that is where I store a lot of my body fat. You know, my chest and my core stays lean. Unlike most people, they face something completely different, right? You might be a person, which a lot of you may face this as well. You may have, like, you know, ripped arms, or like you got like road maps going down your arms with veins and stuff like that, yet you still have a gut, right? Like, you don't see any definition whatsoever when it comes to your abdominals. You might have some like love handles going on, and again, you might have like a slim face, yet you're still like chubby in your abdominal region. That's something most people go through. You know, my twin brother, he holds a lot of his fat in his core and his love handles and his lower back, like most people do, yet his arms stay lean and he has a thinner face. But for me, guys, I'm kind of more of like a rare case. I'm sure not a lot of people have similar cases, but I'm sure there are people out there as well. But I hold a lot of my fat in my face, and I do have a round face as well, so that does not help at all. So essentially, guys, you know, that's really it. It's just genetics. You know, I have been dealt with a certain hand in life, you know, certain cards in my hand, and it's just to my best ability to really play those cards right and just accept what I've been dealt with. That is genes, it's genetics. And to be honest, this has been something that growing up, getting into the fitness industry, or like just like getting into my fitness journey, it always bothered me. It bothered the hell out of me. Like, I was pretty insecure about it. I would do the most ridiculous shit to just try to get rid of face fat, right? Chewing gum exercises, like stuff in the gym, man. I would do some insane things, some uncomforting things, just to get rid of face fat. And you cannot, I'm gonna repeat this, guys, you cannot just target a specific area to lose body fat in. You can't just say, all right, I'm gonna go into the gym today, or like I'm gonna center my diet and center my training around just losing body fat in my face, or like my arms, you know, or my love handles, or my abdominals, my back, whatever it may be, whatever muscle group. You can't just target that specific area to lose body fat. What you need to do is just diet down and keep losing body fat until you are happy and satisfied with that certain area. Now for me, once I get down to 160 pounds, I'm like around 5'7", by the way, I always get that question. Once I get to 160 pounds, that's when my face really starts to slim out. You're gonna notice it big time. I may have been playing clips kind of when I was leaner last year, when my face was a lot slimmer, versus clips when it was like Pillsbury Doughboy status when I'm bulking. But yeah, so luckily I did wake up at 160, super hyped this morning for my average weigh-in, and things are going well. And yeah, man, you just gotta keep dieting until you're satisfied. That's just how it works. Don't get so brought down up by it. But I'm gonna give you all some serious advice here, besides just giving you all the whole mumbo jumbo about like, okay, just keep dieting, losing body fat until you're satisfied with that area. I'm gonna give you guys some more efficient advice, you know, something that's gonna be more worthwhile with your time, because I see so many people out there dying and killing themselves to keep losing body fat, to not lose face fat, right? Not my situation, but they have a situation to where they store most of their body fat in their core, their abs, you know, their love handles. I see so many people doing the most to try to reveal their ultimate six-pack and you know, get lean, ripped abs and you know, get rid of love handles and stuff like that, or even arms. You might be facing the same thing, you know. For me, I would highly recommend you just ditch the idea of constant dieting to lose that certain body fat in your area, and just focus on building muscle. You know, that's gonna help you so much more in the long run to even show more muscle, more definition, get that illusion of being more ripped even at a higher body fat percentage when you build more muscle. For me, my arms, man, they were like non-existent 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I used to really struggle. I wanted like more veins, more vascularity, more ripped arms, and I figured like, you know what, screw this. I'm tired of constantly dieting, getting abs. Like my chest was getting ripped, yet like my arms were never, they just were tiny when I'm dieting, you know what I'm saying? So I figured I'm just gonna give myself a year and a half. I'm gonna bulk for a while, be on a very slow and steady caloric surplus, and just really build muscle. So that's exactly what I did. I went from like 155 pounds. In like 2 years, I went to like 175 pounds, and my arms magically look better, guys, after almost 20 pounds gained in around almost like, I'd say, an 18 to 24 month period. Yes, it does take time. We're natural athletes here, unless you're taking steroids, guys. That's just the reality of it. But I took that longer route, and it actually looked way better from 20 pounds gained, because I actually put on a ton of lean muscle mass. And then when I dieted down, after I was like a good 175 pounds, I dieted down to around like 158, 160 pounds, and voila, magic. I had veins in my arms, like things were great. But I just had to stop thinking about short-term results, short-term bullshit, and think about my long-term kind of like future results and how I pictured things to look like in my head. So same thing goes to you, man. I'm not just talking about face. I'm not talking about arms or shoulders, whatever it may be, back. It could be for abs too. You know, be on a slight caloric surplus. Train your abdominals 3 times a week, 2 times a week. Heavy movements. Focus on getting strong on your compound movements. Build muscle. You don't have to be summer shredding. You don't have to be in a caloric deficit all the time, cutting all the time. And a lot of you might be beginners, you know, you might be training, like this is your first year into it and you're already cutting. What are you doing? Like, if you're not above, you know, like 20% body fat, 18% body fat, you're not clearly overweight. You have a lot of body fat to lose in the first place. Like, you shouldn't be constantly on very low calories, doing a ton of cardio. Get in the gym, train, build that muscle, build that foundation, so it's a lot more transparent and you can see it and you actually have something to see when you diet down. And look, a lot of you, for those who do, the rare few who face kind of that face fat bullshit that I go through, it's okay. You know, again, just accept it and work on your weaknesses. Like I just kind of the examples I gave with arms, and just embrace your strengths. For me, I embrace it's awesome having a lean core. I feel blessed and grateful. To be honest, I would much rather have a fatter face and fatter arms than you know, fatter chest and more fat on my core all the time. Like, it's cool. I can be like 15% body fat and I still have abs. But anyway, not bragging. But anyway, that's gonna wrap up the video. I just kind of want to do a quick little video to kind of get this out there, and hopefully this gets a lot of attention, because I feel like so many people people need to listen to the message behind this. Hopefully, you know, I gave you all a little bit of value in this kind of sit down talk video. It wasn't any kind of vlog, but be sure to give it a like, guys, if you do enjoy this. Let me know if you kind of do like the style, just certain subjects, certain topics that might really relate to you all. You might find a lot of helpful value in, and I'll be sure to do so. And I will be recording a Q&A video for my next video that should be out the day after this is uploaded. So be sure to leave some comments down below that you want me to answer. Anything, fitness, lifestyle, whatever it may be. I don't give a shit, I'll answer it. And I appreciate the support, family. Again, be sure to share it around with others. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the whole deal. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Is it really that fat? Like, really? Alright, I might never have that Jeff side jawline, but you know what? We're still making gains out here. Straight. No complaints, man. No complaints.
I put in work. Y'all wanna dream? I got the ethic that works. No one can get it like me. I be in the booth, losing some sleep. I got the ethic that works. No one can get it like me. Yeah.